Luke?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for joining us this evening on the Everblack Podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm great, thank you.
No worries.
Yeah.
Firstly, welcome back to Oz.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Good to be back. How long has it been?
We were here earlier this year, I want to say. It all kind of blows into one a little bit. But yeah, we were with Movements in April. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
So that was cool. Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. We did like a co-headliner, kind of just hit all of the usual spots, and all of the shows sold out, and it was a great time.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great. And obviously it feels good to be back. Is there anything in Australia that you've missed?
Yeah, the food is amazing, and the coffee. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere we've been, it's just like across the board, like amazing. Yeah, and obviously the lovely people here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, we're awesome. We love it.
Yeah.
Do you do much touristy stuff? Like, do you get out and about and see sites, do fun things?
Last time we were here, we did the Koala Sanctuary, which is like a staple, for touring bands. That was awesome. There's a lot of those animals and those little critters that I've never seen in person, which was really nice. And then we tend to do as much as we can when we're, this is probably the most that we actually get to spend in the cities, the most time. Because normally it's like, do the show, get on the plane, get to the next place, do the show. And this is like this. We got to see a lot more of Brisbane since we've been here, which has been really cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
When did you get here?
2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Bit of downtime is always good.
Yeah, could say that. Yeah.
And you guys have been keeping pretty busy. Done a few tours and festivals over the time.
Yeah.
Has there been a real standout for you?
You know what? And a lot of other people keep saying this, but every time we go back and play a festival in the UK called 2000 Trees, it just always seems to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more exciting every time we go back. And last time we did it in July, we did 2 sets, and we did 1 set in the forest. There's like a forest stage, and that was one of my favorite shows that we've done. Maybe in the past couple of years, to be honest. It was such a cool vibe. But yeah, everything's good, man. Like, we've got this new album, Sundiver, that's coming out pretty soon. I don't know when this is airing, but like, this is the album. This is something that we've been working towards for a long, long time, and we're so pleased with how it came out. We're really stoked on it, and really excited for people to hear it. So yeah, big moments this year. Yeah,
I've heard it a few times. I'm loving it.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's out September 6th.
That's correct. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's sounding good. We'll get back to that. When you do shows, do you prefer the festivals over sort of the smaller, intimate shows, or?
To be honest, it's a different vibe for each one. I think they both have quite a lot to offer. Like with the festivals, it's really nice knowing that potentially we're playing to new faces and hopefully making new friends doing that. But like with the smaller shows, we just noticed that like obviously like the people have come there to see us, and we feel like we just have like their undivided attention when we're playing, and it's that in itself is really special, because we're just like, we're really connecting with people now, and people really like when they come to the shows. Like it's pretty crazy actually. I noticed that quite a lot of people don't even go on their phones, like don't film and stuff like that at some of the shows we did, some of the more intimate shows we did earlier this year, and that was like a really cool moment, kind of doing those.
Yeah, definitely. I love to see that. Everyone's about the technology these days, and everyone's just watching it through the phones. And like you think back to the old days, let's call it the old days, with big bands, say Queen and people like that. Like nobody had phones. Everyone was there to enjoy it. So
you're present in the moment.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's important.
I do the photography, so I see you through my lens, but after that, it's pretty much just watch and enjoy it. Maybe I'm too old. Who knows?
Well,
Well, we kick off the first show of the tour here with Trophy Eyes tonight. So Brisbane's very excited to have you. How did it come about? Did Trophy Eyes contact you guys?
We've been friends with Trophy Eyes for a long time. We were already fans of Trophy Eyes. We were, especially when Chemical Miracle came out, like absolutely love that record. thought they were a great band. And then when we met them on Warped Tour in 2017, we did the whole of Warped Tour with them. We played the same stage as them, and we became really, really good friends. And we were just like, oh man, these guys are the best. And yeah, we were trying to get them over to the UK to do a tour with us. But then the pandemic happened. It got rescheduled about 5 or 6 times, and then it didn't end up coming to fruition. But yeah, they invited us over here, and then straight after this, they're going to come over and support us in the UK. So like we've had that bond going for years now, and they're really close friends of ours, and it's an absolute pleasure. So it's amazing to see them doing what they're doing in their home country as well. Yep. So I'm really excited to see the show tonight. Apparently they've got like a really elaborate stage production planned and stuff, so I'm really stoked.
Yeah, great. Yeah. It's cool. And it'd be cool to sort of each time you do a tour, if it's with a new band, like I said, you just make new friends every time.
Yeah, of course.
So other than Warped, that was the only other time you've toured with them?
No, we've done another tour with them. We did a full US with them. Actually, you know what? I think that might have been, that might have been before Warped. So that was actually the first time that we met them. Yeah. So, and then we see them like at every kind of like festival, like Slam Dunk and Leeds and all of that kind of stuff as well. Yep. So, yeah, kind of just like feel like we've just always, every time we see them, we just kind of pick up where we left off. Like, it's never like weird or awkward when we see them. We're just like, yeah. They're very, very good friends of ours.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
The best.
And I mean, they're amazing. Like, they're such a cool band to see and very fun live. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Probably a little cheeky question. Do you ever get up to any sort of antics when you're on tour, or is it pretty straightforward? Like, do you do anything crazy?
I don't know, man. Like, we're all like, I don't know how you define crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're pretty just regular people. We like staying in and watching bad movies and stuff like that. We don't really party too much anymore. Like, you know, that was all really fun when we were like starting out and stuff. And I don't know, like 2 of us are dads as well in the band. We're just chilling. Yeah. We're just trying to hang, you know, We really like doing a lot of the touristy stuff and seeing a lot of the places and just really just hanging out with each other, and that's our favourite thing.
And the 2 kids probably don't get any sleep, so it's probably
exactly. They actually get more sleep on tour, which is mental now. Yeah,
it's like a holiday.
Yeah,
really. So the show tonight, are we going to hear any of the new songs played by you guys?
We're playing the songs. We have a shorter set tonight. We're doing. Just the new songs that we released as singles, but when we play the headliners, we're playing a bunch of stuff that's not been released yet.
Yep.
So we're pretty excited about that. We've been practicing a couple of days a week for the past few weeks and trying to nail them down, and they're just so fun to play live. They're like, we kind of kept a little bit of that in mind when we were writing for the album as well.
Yep.
And just to think like, what would we personally want to see out of a band? So, because our thing, I guess, is to, like, why not strive to be in your favourite band kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And back to the new album, so Sundiver, September 6th. Can you give us a bit of a story behind it? How did it come about?
Yeah, so we kind of had it in our heads that we wanted to do a little bit of a concept record that kind of, like, had it was kind of almost like 2 sides of a coin. And we were kind of like figuring out, like, we were kind of playing with like the light and the dark, and like, I guess, so we have part 1 of this album, which is Datura, that we released, nearly 2 years ago, I guess. And that side of the album is kind of like, it's kind of set in almost like this fictionalized version of our hometown, Blackpool. And it's kind of like, imagine if you just going on a night out, you're kind of cutting loose and you're kind of just getting really messed up, and you know, you're kind of losing control a little bit. Maybe you're losing control over, like, you know, like self-control over, like, you know, substances or drinking or whatever. And it's got a little bit more of a somber, like, dark vibe and feel to it. And that's kind of Datura. And then we kind of went on to Sundiver, which is the new album we're bringing out, which is more of like the day after, and kind of like a feeling of kind of like penance, and kind of like taking a moment to collect and gather yourself and just think like, I need to make some sort of change, some positive change in my life, or I might just like lose control and just spin out, burn out, you know. And Sundiver is kind of like the morning after, and kind of like the path that people will take, whether it's like, I don't know, just like a small change in their life or like a big change, but just kind of like walking that path afterwards and trying to stay on that path and just trying to be a little bit better to yourself, trying to be a little bit better to others. And yeah, that's kind of like the message we're trying to get across. And we try to make the records, so the records are linked together, but we try to make them so that they could, like, anyone could listen to the record, each record, like individually without having to listen to the other one, you know.
Yeah.
So they kind of stand on their own 2 feet a little bit.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm sorry, I'm still so jet lagged, and I was rambling a lot there, but I hope I made some sort of sense there.
We're here to talk. Like I said, I've listened to it a few times already through, and it's awesome. I can't wait for the fans to hear it, and hopefully new fans that listen to it and get hooked.
Thank you.
Now, if Boston Manor could do a collaboration with anybody, alive or not, who would you do a collaboration with?
Man, that's a tough one. Do you mean like, what do you mean by collaboration? Do you mean like a song? A song?
I mean, we'll say Trophy Eyes because we're the two of them, but anyone else?
Yeah, well, if you're giving us like the option for like past as well.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
Man, that is tough. You know what? Current, I would love to do something with Deftones, to be honest with you. They're one of our favorite, they have been one of our favorite bands for, well, since ever, since I was like 13, 14. And I love the kind of style that they've always had and the consistency and the vibe. And yeah, it'd be cool to do something with them. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but it's a bit of a pipe dream.
You never know, they might see this, and there we go.
It's to hoping, yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks, Mike, for taking the time to have a chat with us tonight. So
yeah.
To your set. Can't wait to check out the show tonight and your set, so it'll be awesome.
Thank you.
And the new album, again, Sundiver, out September 6th. So yeah, we're the Everblack Podcast. And yeah, we'll leave all the links below.
Awesome.
Check out the album and that.
Cool.
Hopefully talk to you again soon.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Cheers.